Hi, and welcome to episode 55 of the Cat Lady podcast. I'm Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, C-A-T-T, craft all the things. Welcome back. It's been 2 weeks since I've recorded, and this schedule I think is going to work. I thought about recording last week, but just didn't have a ton to share, and it's just been so busy. Now that the end of the year is wrapping up for school, it just seems like it's busier than ever. And summer's always been hectic, so we'll just keep up on this every 2 weeks. And I almost didn't know if I was going to make it this week, too, because, again, it's been a busy week. I wrote my notes on Tuesday in hopes to record yesterday, and it didn't happen. So here we are. It's Thursday. It's June already, June 2nd, 2016. And thank you for tuning in. And if you are a new viewer, thanks for checking me out. Hope you check out some of the past episodes, too. And if you're a returning viewer, I'm ever so humbly grateful for you to come back and see what I'm up to. So you can find me on Facebook, Ravelry, and Instagram as The Cat Lady. Facebook group is The Cat Lady Podcast. Ravelry group is The Cat Lady Podcast. You can search for all those and come join in. Ravelry, I typically have some giveaways, and it's where notes tend to show up when either I or my moderator, Tanya, does them for me. So thank you again, Tanya. I will be forever grateful. And so this week we'll just jump right in. We'll do some podcast news, knitting, spinning, crochet, not cross stitch, even though I'd like to do cross stitch again soon, but crochet, stash, health and wellness, and weeks in review. We have some giveaway stuff to go through, so I'm going to do that, jump right into that. If you want to say hi, there's an introduction thread in the Ravelry group. Come in and say hi. There's no new introductions this week, so. We have 2 giveaways that I pre-drew for, and also a redraw for the winners of my Potiversary giveaway. So first up is the Happy Little Die Pot, this lovely yarn from Aina, I'm sorry, A-I-N-A. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So we had 39 entries, so the winner was post number 18, who is Lisa911. And the question was, what would you like her to see in her shop? What kind of dye jobs would you like to see in her shop? So she said earthy tones. There was a lot of grays. So apparently there's not a lot of gray options for indie dyers. So congratulations, Lisa911. Please send me a message on Ravelry and I will send out your package. The next was the Fireplace Embers shawl, which we had by Debbie Hostas, and she donated that pattern to give away. It's her newest design. We had 12 entries, and the post winner was number 11, Hope Noel. Hope, H-O-P-E, no, N-O-Well, W-E-L-L. So again, contact me, and I will get you get in contact with Debbie to send you your pattern. And you'll see what the pattern is shaping up to look like when I get to my knitting. So I'm working on one right now. And also the Fireplace Ember shawl, and for Debbie's store, she's got a coupon code ongoing until June 30th. It's CATT, let's see, I didn't write it down. I think it's Cat Lady 30. Let's see. Pardon me while I try to find it. Either CATT 30, C-A-T-T 30. 30% off all patterns in our shop through June 20th. And if you check out the Never Cast Off podcast group, they are doing the Fireplace Ember Shawl Knit Along, which runs until June 30th. And you can, if you finish it and enter it, you can win some prizes. So check that out if you knit that up. And so the redraw for the Potiversary, we had the cat coloring book set and colored pencils. And that was post number 49, Little Panda 518. So Amanda, hope you watch. I'm sure someone will tell you. The DPN holder and stitch markers from the DPN holder was from Mandy Pinecone Crafts, and the stitch markers were from Sue, the Tangled Skeins CA, and the 2 Tangled Skeins podcast. Was post number 25, which is Frog Princess 21 CA. And then the Star Wars box with yarn and a bunch of goodies inside that was donated by Jasper's Pixie Dust was post number 35, which is Finers 4, I think her name's Megan. She was in my, she was in winter camp. So I'm trying to remember if she was in my group or not. Sorry if I can't remember, but I know you are. So contact me, please, for your prizes, and I will send those out. And that was almost it for news. Last bit of news, Warrior Camp. Warrior Camp is starting this weekend. We will open up the threads to set your goals for the upcoming week. And I don't know, this is kind of an experimental thing for us. And this is, this was kind of, I just decided I wanted to do a kind of unique knit along that incorporated fitness, because I'm trying desperately to get more healthy and work out more and everything. So I thought, well, let's try to do something fun, and it's always a hard thing to do. So it's always a lot more fun when you get more people involved. So basically we're going to set a goal for a fitness goal. So something as simple as I want to walk a mile every day, or I want to walk a mile 3 days a week. Something simple but challenging. It's all based on the honor system, So just be honest to yourself, true to us, and do something that's going to be a challenge but doable. So like if you say I want to walk a mile 3 times a week, that seems doable, but it might be a challenge for those that work full time, have kids, and etc. And then a craft goal. So it could be something you've been wanting to learn that you don't know yet, or something you want to accomplish. Like there's an introduction thread. There's a whole separate Ravelry group. Search for Warrior Camp 2016 and you'll find it. But a lot of people's goals include like second sock syndrome, finishing up those second socks, and so it's not really learning something new, but it's doing something that has been a challenge to you in the past, that you have all these unfinished projects or something. For me, maybe I'd like to hit, I was laying in bed thinking that I haven't touched my sewing machine in forever, so maybe my first week will be like get my sewing projects done. I have bags that I had cut out like last year, literally like in November. I cut out the fabric for that are still just sitting on the table. So finish all my sewing projects, sew a skirt. I want to make a skirt. But again, make it something that you can accomplish in that time. So it can be as vague as work on sewing projects, or finish two sewing projects, because sewing takes a lot of time. So don't say I'm going to crochet a whole blanket, which you could probably do in a week, but that's if it's something new to you and you haven't done it. And I have a blanket that's never going to be done. I'll be lucky if it's done by the end of the summer. So again, it's got to be doable, but something that's going to challenge you and force you to do something that maybe you aren't comfortable with or haven't done before. So check out the Ravelry group for more details and details on how the prizes are going to be, like how we're going to do the drawing. It's going to be a point system, a very, very simple point system, and you could maybe not mean points, just like number of entries. So it's like if you accomplish things, you get so many points for so many entries into the prize drawing. So that's that. And on to knitting. So I've got quite a bit of knitting done this last couple weeks. So my finished objects, I finished my Neon Now socks, which was my informal knit along with Kim, the Crafty Nomad of the Crafty Nomad podcast. And she finished hers as well, and we both kind of did shorty socks. She did the Rose City Rollers, and I just did shorty socks. Next time I do, actually, I love them. I really do. I really love them, and I might want to make the cuff just a touch higher. They're really short, but they're totally fine. But I love them because with my bigger socks, the ones that are taller, they just always fall down. Like I can't seem to get a good bind off that holds. It's either too loose or too tight. So with the short socks, there's nothing to fall. So they just sit nicely. So I'll probably do some more short socks, but I thought those were perfect for these little neon. I don't know, it just seemed like a good yarn for short socks. Some yarns, with the nice stripe patterns, I just want long. But these ones I really thought they would do good short. And my other reason for that was because I started Emily's matching socks. Hers aren't shorties, but they're mid-cuff. So I'm putting a picture of what I got. I finished one sock and I'm about to turn the heel of the second sock. So I'm very excited to have those done. I was hoping to have them done actually by the end of last weekend, because I need to start my June socks. Now it's already June 3rd and I haven't even cast on my June socks. But those are, again, the Neon Now, Plymouth Yarns Neon Now. Both socks I used 00 carbons, My socks have 64 stitch count. Emily's socks have a 60 stitch count. So either she's got huge feet or like wide feet, or I got narrow feet, which it's a little of both. I don't think your feet are wide. My feet are really narrow. I wear like it's either an A or a double A width. I think I was telling Jen it was a double A width, but it might be an A. I'll have to look at my shoe. But I have a very eclectic foot size. So when I ordered running shoes a couple years ago, I ordered like size 11 and a half, which what kind of size is 11 and a half, and either an A or a double A, because it's like I would never find that in the store on the shelf. And for some reason you're supposed to order running shoes a little bit bigger, because I really don't wear an 11 and a half. I'm probably more of a 10 and a half, but they don't really make 10 and a halves either, so I usually go for an 11 and whatever. So there's the story of my awkward foot. They're very thin, and so apparently they're almost the same width as Emily's 6-year-old foot. And so, and my foot, I knit 8 inches before the heel, so it's about a 10-inch foot. Emily's I'm knitting to 8 inches, or I'm knitting to 6 inches before the foot, so she's got like an 8-inch foot. So literally, like, her foot is only 2 inches smaller than mine. That just seems kind of crazy. She's got big feet, just like me. So, anyways, that's enough about feet. Next up, I have back to finished objects. So I've been following this girl on Instagram, and she's also the creator of the Knit and Chat Facebook group. And she has been volunteering for this website called Awesome Breast Forms, and it's awesomebreastforms.org. And they create knitted prosthetic breasts for women with cancer. And I've been seeing she's been posting her finished forms on Facebook or on Instagram. And I keep thinking I need to look into this. This is cool. I have actually knit. It was a pattern on Ravelry. It was called like a Titbit. And it was a prosthetic breast form and I made it for my friend who had cancer a few years ago. So once I saw that kind of pop through my newsfeed frequently, I'm like, I really need to look into this. So I finally went onto their website. So you go to the awesomebreastforms.org website. There's a click that says volunteer, and then you fill in your information, and somebody then contacts you. And then you go through a whole approval process, pretty much, to like someone, you get a helper. You get added to this Facebook group. You get a helper that then takes you through step by step through the pattern. You take pictures along the way, and then you have it. Then you submit it for approval. And I mean, it seems crazy. It seems like kind of a lot, but it makes a lot of sense. They want to make sure you're making the best possible, product to send out, and they're all free, and so everything's volunteer. So I've got my first order now too, so I was approved. You make 2 forms. You make one with a nipple and one without. And I'll put pictures in of, so here's the 2 finished ones, so I'll show pictures of what I got there. And I use size US 4, and I love this cotton yarn from Hobby Lobby. Yes, they have a whole section of approved yarns. You can only use certain yarns. Again, they have this pattern that you go through step by step, and it's a pretty detailed pattern, and you have a helper, and it's really cool. So I'm very excited. So after you get approved from your forms, I have to send those samples. So they use those to send sample packs to like doctors' offices, and then you get put into the order group, where then all the orders come through, and you claim whatever orders you want. And so I got my first order, so I started that, and that's one of my works in progress, so I'll put a picture of where I am now. Just started it yesterday, so that is that cool thing. So and then in the mail they're going to send me some business cards so that I can send out cards so I'm responsible for packaging the form, sending it to the person who needs it, and putting in like the instructions and business cards and everything. So I don't think they are an official charity, but I'm wondering if that's something they'll work on. I think they've only been around this is a little over a year. So, and they've done, they did a lot of orders. I can't remember what the number was. It was I think it was over 1,000 orders in the last year. So, could be mistaken, but I think so. So yeah, it's a really cool group, and a lot of nice women that are doing this for a really, really great cause. And so if you are interested in learning how to knit up some breast forms, go check out awesomebreastforms.org and come join us. Next up is my Fireplace Ember Shawl by Debbie Hostas. I'm using US 8 and the Decadent Fibers Pulled Taffy. If you see where the little marker is where I was left off last time, so I flew through a bunch of it. Basically, I just cast it on last time you saw it, so it's DK weight, so it's kind of flying, and it's done in little sections, so that's plugging along, but of course now each row gets longer and longer, so it's going to get slower and slower. But I'm enjoying it. It's pretty easy knit. There's a lot of purl rows, which in the stockinette sections, but there's only 3 stockinette sections, so I only have 1 left, so, because those sections seem to take forever, doing all the purling. And those, like I said, US 8, that's it for that, and that's all my knitting. So up next, I'm gotta start my June socks. I'm using my Arnie and Carlos Regia yarn that I picked up at, when Jen, the Young Creative Crafter, came to visit, and we did our yarn crawl. We both bought the matching yarn. It was the Star Night is the colorway, and I'm doing a contrast heel and toe in just the white Serenity sock. Jen started doing that, and I thought that seemed like a good idea. And I was looking at pictures on Ravelry, because the patterning gets a little weird in the toe and the heel, because it's meant to be this kind of Fair Isle looking stripes. So we are yarn twinsies, and this is what our little hashtag is our yarn twinsies on Instagram. So she's already started hers. I am already way behind. She's probably got a sock done already. But hopefully, my goal is just to finish them by end of June. So I gotta get moving. And that's it for knitting. On to crochet. I just did like a tiny bit of progress on my crochet blanket. And this is the Granny Square Blanket by Sarah Hearn, using a size I hook and the Red Heart yarn and Bernat acrylic. It's the Pretty in Pink, black and white. Pretty in Pink is Red Heart. And I think I'm on my 3rd row, since you can see where the marker is. So not much, because I want to finish socks, which I got my socks done, but then I started Emily's socks, and I want to get those socks done. Then now I'm going to have June socks, and I'm going to want to get those socks done. Ah! Me and my goal of getting socks done a month, but I can do it. On to spinning. I'm still plugging along on my Fiber Addiction, Neat Virginia 2-ply, and just keep going. It just seems like it's going forever. So I'm hoping it's all going to fit on the bobbin. Still seems like I got a lot left, but I'll sit down every so often for, 10 minutes here, half hour there, whenever I can, and just keep going. But it's spinning pretty thin. Probably be a fingering, well, probably be sport. Everything comes out sport. Kind of looks fingering until I wash it, and then it fluffs up a bit, so. But we'll see, maybe since it's 2-ply, it might actually, I don't know. We'll see. I never really know, so. That's it for spinning. Stash, I got a whole bunch of yarn from Hobby Lobby, so I'll put in the picture of all the I Love This Cotton. And this was for I pretty much have it stashed for my breast forms. So when orders come through, there's different types. There's the skin tone, there's dark skin tone, there's Wild and Crazy. So people request certain colors, and so I've kind of bought the standard light skin tones, dark, medium, and dark skin tones, and then a couple variegated for the back or just to be wild and crazy. And oh my lord, that was the first time I'd been to Hobby Lobby, and they have the I Love This Cotton. It was just like walls of color. It was just like so many colors. So I almost went overboard. I had probably $60 worth of yarn in my hand, and I had to reel it in. I said, okay, I'll just go with the basics first, because I don't know what this was before I even was approved or anything, so I didn't even know what to expect. Now, now I can gauge what the most popular colorways are that come up in orders, because again, they're requested by the person ordering. They say I want a light skin tone or I want whatever, so I'll start looking and seeing what the most popular ones are, and then I'll branch out and get some fun colors for the party in the back, they call it, and the just Wild and Crazy, where you can do it in all different colors. So, but that was fun picking out that yarn, actually. And the Hobby Lobby's not really far, but it's not really close, so I definitely wanted to pick up decent amount, so I don't have to keep running back there. And then I got this really lovely package from Kim, the Crafty Nomad. Since we were doing the knit along, she's like, I want to send you something, and so she sent me this lovely bag, which I'll put a picture in it, and some stitch markers that she made up. And this bag, it's like, it's hard to describe. It's lined with something like maybe batting or something. It's so squishy and soft. It's like thick and soft. It's like not like, it's not just regular like interfacing or anything that makes it kind of stiff, or it's like soft. It's like almost like a pillow in there. So thank you so much. And it's, of course, it's got these little tigers on it, or lions or whatever they are, but they're really cute. So because they're cats, you know. Lots of cat bags in use this week. As you saw, my fireplace embers was also in my cat bag. So, but that bag I'm keeping my awesome breastboard in right now. So, and I love the stitch markers. I love the Progress Keeper style ones as opposed to just the closed loops. I just love the versatility because you can use it as a Progress Keeper or you can use it as a dangly stitch marker. And to be honest, I don't seem to use a ton of stitch markers in my work. I mean, I haven't done any like intricate lace stuff, so I use Progress Keepers more than anything. So that was it for stash, and on to health and wellness. I'm totally all over the place again. Holiday weekend last weekend, all I did was eat a bunch of crappy, delicious food. I have no self-control when it comes into these social situations, because especially in like, it's like you don't know a lot of people, or so it's like kind of me and my husband just hanging around. Like, I'll go into a week in review of what we did, but there was a lot of times where we were just kind of standing around and what else do you do but eat? And there was tons of food. Everywhere we got, there was tons of food and drinks and everything, so. I gained a little weight, but then, you know, I'm not much. Yeah, I'm back to where I'm plateaued. I'm still on my little plateau, so. I haven't been exercising. I did karate this week, so that was good, but it was kind of a laid back, actually. It was a laid back session, because I know there's really I need to get my new belt so we can progress, because we are kind of stuck. Which belt test is tomorrow, so talk about that again. So, here we go again. Again and again and again. Camp's coming up, so hopefully that's gonna kick me in the ear too. So, weeks in review, a little review. I'm gonna just skim because there really wasn't a ton. So the week prior, right after I recorded that first week, nothing. We had a pretty tame weekend and didn't really do much. Last week, however, picked up. So last week we went to the mall and we went to the aquarium to celebrate David's birthday. I'll put in a couple pictures. We actually purchased an aquarium pass for the year. We asked David, do you want a birthday party with your friends? And I might have went over this before. Or do you want to pass to the aquarium to go to the aquarium? So he wanted to pass to the aquarium, and so he loved it. And we've already since been again yesterday we went to the aquarium again. It's very small. It takes like a half an hour to go through, but it's like a perfect evening activity. If Jim was out at work a little early, so it was perfect. We got lunch or dinner at the mall and walked to the aquarium. And then, you know, in the winter, it's just going to be something easy and fun to do. So to be honest, the pricing of the aquarium is kind of expensive for what it is. So, you know, doing the aquarium, doing the pass was the same price as getting the birthday party together for him. So we thought, why not? Last Friday, my dad came over for dinner, so that was nice. And then last weekend was just go. So then Saturday, some friends that I've really kind of known for a long time through David's school. They actually started when Emily started her first preschool. I met the mom because she was picking up her daughter at the same time I was picking up Emily, and we both had boys born around the same time. So both of us would come in with our little carriers with the boys and pick up the girls, and that was at the old daycare. And then things happened and we changed daycares. Well, it turns out they changed daycares too to the same one. So they changed first. I was like kind of noticing, I haven't seen them around in a while. And then I start looking at new schools, and I take Emily in for her like little trial run, and like, oh, there's her friend from the other school. So started going to that school together. So, you know, they came to birthday parties, we went to birthday parties, and then the boys became friends, and they're in the same class right now. Well, now they're from Germany originally, so he worked at a German company in the area, and well, now he's getting a job in Germany. So off they go. They're off to Germany. So they had a really nice going away party on Saturday. It was kind of sad because, I mean, it's not like we hung out a lot or anything, but she didn't really want to leave. So, and you know, it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for the kids, of course. And so yeah, they're off and away to Germany. So I wish them all the best. But we had a nice time at their party. But then there was tons of food. We all brought snacks and beer and, you know, like cakes and cookies and ice cream and all the stuff that I love so much. So then Sunday, we went to a graduation party. And guess what's at a graduation party? Tons of food and cake and cookies and treats. So there was fried chicken and breadsticks and pasta salads and so much good food. So ate myself silly there, and that was for our step niece. She is my sister-in-law's husband's daughter. And so that was fun. It was a pretty nice day. Kids played outside a lot. It did like unleash the thunderstorm for like 5 minutes. It was crazy. It was kind of like the skies opened up and then it was done. But during that time, my nephew, so her brother, pulled out a puzzle. David wanted to do a puzzle. Well, he pulled out a 500-piece puzzle of a map of the world. So David was out of it after like 5 minutes. He's like, I'm all done. Yeah, okay, of course. So Nick was chugging along at it, and I jumped in, and yeah, we finished a 500-piece puzzle within like an hour. Or maybe an hour and a half. I don't know how long we were at it, but we finished it, and I was like, kind of like, we're gonna finish this puzzle. So it was kind of fun. So that was fun. And yeah, then afterwards we drove out to the in-laws' lake house and spent Sunday night there and Monday all day there. And it was just the four of us and his parents, so it was really relaxing. It was full of snacks and treats and all sorts of fun food too. So, but yeah, we had played outside. We went on the pontoon boat for a bit. Oh, it was nice. I just kind of laid out in the sun for a little bit. It was just peaceful and quiet and relaxing. So it is nice to go out there, and it's nice to get on the boat. But we have so much food. And we had like 3 pies. And it wasn't intentional, but Jim's aunt had stopped over and dropped off some leftover pies, and then Jim's mom had a pie, so we had 3 pies. And then they sent us home with pie, and yeah. So it's just so hard. It's just so hard to eat good when you have everybody just throwing food in your face. Which I talked to his mom today, and she's like, I've got to stop eating so much and blah blah blah. So hopefully maybe the next time we go over there she'll have healthier snacks. Because I have no self-control. None. When it comes to pie and cake and ice cream and cookies. And pub cheese and crackers and chips and dip. Oh, it was so good. So I had a nice hurrah. So that's my last hurrah, right? Even though I had a piece of pie last night because they sent us home with pie. But we threw out the rest of it. We each had a piece and we said, okay, all done. So this week is another busy week. I did karate on Tuesday. Emily's done karate Tuesday and Wednesday. And tonight we have Emily's first kindergarten performance, patriotic performance. They're going to get up and sing some 4th of July themed songs, and she's got to wear a little red shirt and her blue jeans, so it's going to be super cute. I'm excited. This is her first kind of a concert or whatever. Hopefully all the grandparents are supposed to come, and so that should be fun. And then tomorrow is my karate test, so I'm very excited to get that over with, and I'm very nervous because it's a test, and of course I'm going to be nervous, but I know everything. I've known everything pretty much since I've started, so I'm excited to move on to the next level. It'll take another week probably to get the belt, so I'm still going to be kind of laying low for another week doing the same old stuff, but I don't know, I don't know if she can teach me orange belt stuff or yellow belt stuff without having my belt or not. And Emily's plugging along on her karate. Hopefully as soon as I get my yellow belt and start learning the yellow belt stuff, I can push her a little further because she gets a little stuck on things and I can't help her at the moment because I just don't know I just don't know the stuff yet. It's harder for me to kind of figure out what they're doing because I've got my eye on David more in the lobby. And so David's birthday is on Saturday. I'm probably just gonna hang out here, and might be a nice day to go outside since we already kind of celebrated his birthday at the aquarium. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a little bit of a laid back weekend. We gotta clean up and grocery shop and do all that kind of stuff. I was hoping to get some landscaping done. Other than that, we're just gonna lay low. Cat update. No cats around today, but they're here. They're doing their own thing. So they're still upstairs. It's been 3 weeks now. I want to say 3 weeks now. They're doing okay. Jim's been complaining about his allergies a bit, so we did get in a little blowout because he's like, I don't know if they can stay up here. My allergies are a mess, but I don't know. He hasn't said anything the last couple days, and you know, he kind of felt bad for getting upset, but I don't know. I don't know if it was the cats related or if it was just weather related, because he's got allergies all the time. But they did progressively seem to get worse once the cats came out, but maybe it's just an adjustment period. I don't know. But I'm crossing my fingers that we can make it work because they're doing really good up here. And to be honest, today, for the very first time in 6 years, 5 years, whatever how long it's been since he started this, he peed like a normal cat today. Which I think he has been, because I haven't noticed any marks on the outside on the wall of my makeshift litter box. There hasn't been spray on it. So I actually was downstairs feeding him today, and he jumped in the litter box and he peed, and he squatted and peed like a regular old cat. And I was blown away. Like, really, I saw it with my own eyes. He peed like a normal cat. So maybe he's finally calming down enough that, you know, he doesn't feel like he's got to mark his territory everywhere he goes. I don't know. I don't know. I've been giving him his meds. Like, kind of skipped a few. I skipped a lot of this week with the Prozac because I couldn't find it. Turns out it was in a bag downstairs. But I gave him to him today or yesterday. Yeah, I gave it to him yesterday. So I'm back on the Prozac schedule. I don't know if I should keep it up or not, but I feel I'm not going to take my chances and stop it right now. I don't know if they have a vet appointment coming up or not. Probably not until the fall. But I'm just going with it, and I'm hoping we're in the clear for good with my babies, because you know they're getting older, and I want them to enjoy being up here, and I want to enjoy them. So here's a nice little picture I took of Devo. He's so cute. I'm sure I have one of Sadie I can put in here too. So that's it. That's all I got. Hope everyone had a great couple weeks. Hope the next couple weeks go well. Please come join Warrior Camp if you're interested in getting working on your fitness goals and some craft goals. You can put all that stuff into any other knit along too, or whatever craft along that's going on. Speaking of which, I'm trying to put all this stuff in Stash Dash. I've never done it. I don't watch the podcast Knit Girls, but I qualify. I got all this stuff to put in there that I can put in there, so I might do it. So, but I'm not going to decide until August. We'll see if I'm not going to put a placeholder or anything. I'm just going to keep track of what I'm doing. Keep track of my meters. I'm aiming for kilometers. I'm aiming for 5K. Maybe if I'm lucky I'll hit 7K, but it ends in August, so. But if I finish my sweater, if I finish Emily's blanket, I mean, these are big things that would be a lot of kilometers or meters if I actually finish them. So we'll see. I'm not gonna commit to anything at the moment. So, but with that, I hope everyone gets to craft all the things, and hope I'll probably see you in a couple weeks. If I for some reason have a big burst of crafts, then I'll see you next week. But most likely it'll be 2 weeks. So if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to come say hi and message me on Ravelry, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. So take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.